and welcome to Game of the Week here from St. Joseph's School in beautiful Dryden, Ontario. Our final game of the regular season today pits the Swarm against the Whalers. Second place, a heated battle between the Wheat Kings and the Whalers all season long. Moments ago, the Wheat Kings beating the Lumberjacks to take a 2-point lead. Can the Whalers come back and be crowned the runners-up for the regular season just behind Team Success? We're going to go down to the ice and find out.
Jacob, so far you only have one goal in the league. How come you're not finding the chances to score?
I focus on assists and passing and not so much scoring.
Okay. Andrew, you have gotten 5 goals on the Swarm team. Do you consider yourself one of the best players on your team because you're in second for goals on the Swarm?
Well, it goes by goals, so I guess, but we're pretty good here.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome back. Here we are at St. Joseph's School live for the Floor Hockey Game of the Week.
Today we've got a special tilt for you. We've got the Whalers taking on the Swarm. Mr. Skillen's going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with the Swarm as we head into the playoffs next week.
The Swarm are near the bottom of the standings, but they're looking to make a move up so they'll have an easier first round matchup. And that takes us to the Whalers.
The Whalers combating right now against the Wheat Kings for second spot in the overall standings. We just were told that the Wheat Kings won their game, so they're up to 27 points. They got to play catch up if they want to try for that second place and play the 7th place. I think it's the Stealth in second place. We're going to head on to the game. I'm Mr. Norino.
And I'm Mr. Skillen.
So here's what happened. Enjoying a lovely game of the week being videotaped by our faithful Raleigh Tardif. Curtis gets 3 quick goals right off the hop. Everything's going as it should be. 3-0 Whalers. Somebody rips a slap shot. And we all stand frozen in fear as the ball hits the iPad and restarts everything. The first 7.5 minutes of the game are gone, but we now present you with the final 2:20. We apologize for any inconvenience, and now back to Game of the Week. And it looks like we got a camera feed once again. Nothing really of note happening between the dark section there. Except for a goal.
Curtis got his hat trick. He went top shelf, sniped one. Woody's looking for another one.
Sorry you missed that. 3-0 Whalers here with only a minute and a half remaining. That was highlight reel. I saw it.
Deegan standing on his head. There's his buddy Andrew protecting him.
Face up deep in the Swarm end here. Having a lot of trouble trying to get something going. It's quite the drop by our guest referee. Today is Aiden Butts of the Team Success, league-leading team of success.
Here's a chance by Andrew.
This is the last minute of work in the
Really hard out there. And we got a change.
Jacob's coming off. Caitlin's going in.
Caitlin's going in to hold down the fort. Steady, stay-at-home defender.
If they can hold this 3-0 lead with the extra point from the shutout, they've taken the second spot in the league and will be second place. It's quite an interesting way to get 28 points, but they could do it here. Oh, that was close.
Big save by Laughlin there. Big save, and then Curtis helped out clearing the rebound.
Trying everything they can to prevent them from getting second place. It could happen that if they do get a goal, they will face the Whalers, the Swarm will, in the first round of the playoffs. Pass off to Caitlin, 10 seconds left.
And she does her job, and she clears it. One of the plus-minus leaders in the league, Caitlin, when she's in trouble, she makes sure she clears it, and it looks like they're going to hold on for the win, the Whalers. And Raglan Ryan with a big shutout and a 3-0 victory.
Like I said, that brings them 3 points for that game. That puts them in second place. Next week, we've got the start of the Sanders Cup playoffs. Be here with us live for the first game of all 4 matchups. First versus 8, second versus 7, third versus 6, and fourth versus 5th. I've been Mr. Norino.
And I'm Mr. Skillen.
Keep your stick on the ice.
What do you think of this one?
Oh, that's pretty nice. Tell us about it.
This is my tribute to all those warriors from the 70s and the 80s. Those guys who would go out 30, 40, sometimes 50 goals a year and 200 penalty minutes. Those were warriors.
Well, some would say, though, that you're promoting violence in the sport.
I'm not promoting violence. You kids out there, I'm not promoting violence. These were just guys. It's a bygone year. Bygone years, they're long overdue. Nah.
All right, well, we don't have much time, so we better get to it here. Equipment issues. You have some problems with the new equipment.
I don't understand these sticks these kids are using nowadays. What is this? What is this? This is more like a shepherd's crook. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know what we're going to do with this. How are you supposed to catch a pass under there? Now, in my day, we had these. Heel to toe, perfect. Always flat on the ice. This is a good stick. Not that other nonsense. This just promotes hooking. It promotes penalties.
But some would argue, though. You watched the All-Star game. Carson Bebo, 113 kilometers an hour. Hardest shot. That's with the new stick. So some would argue.
Well, with this new technology, I could shoot at 113 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
Anyway,
Fair enough.
what's next? What's next?
Fair enough. All right, well, the Jones. So we've got Julia and Liam, and it is a fight to the end for the scoring race. Although you have your take on that. You have a different idea who you think could lead the scoring race this year.
Yeah, you know, those kids are good. They score, both of them. They score. They're complete players. But you know, I got another idea, Doug. There are other good players out there. There's this one kid, I've been watching him. I'm down at the arena all the time, and I watch these kids. And there's this one kid, Curtis Verkoki.
Very okay. Yeah.
This, I think he's a Finlander. Parents from Thunder Bay. Good hockey town. Stalls. Alex Delvecchio's from Thunder Bay. But he's a player. Big defenseman. Big, tall defenseman. Puck-moving defenseman. But you know what I've heard? I've heard that his sister is going to be even better. Those Verkokis, you watch out for them, you kids. You watch out.
Hey, yeah, well, they're good athletes, and you know what? His sister, heck of a basketball player too. Well, let's get into the Hockey Day in Canada. We were there. Great experience. Great community. Community really came together. Put on this great weekend, and you know, lots of people came down for it. People from Dryden, all over the place, and lots of hockey stars as well, both from Kenora. Also Darcy Tucker, one of my favorites, you know. And you know, I asked him who was his favorite player they played with. He tells me Shane Corson. He said he liked him so much that he married his sister.
Well, you know that this story is not about, this show's not about you. It's about what people want to hear from me.
Right.
Anyway, it's Hockey Day. I believe it was in Kenora. So, I don't have a whole lot of education, but even I know it was in Kenora last week. So, Kenora, great town, a lot of good players. I heard you spent a lot of time on Lake of the Woods there too.
It was great place. I actually went for a skate.
Okay, now Kenora, 1907 Stanley Cup champs. Back when men were men. Those were tough boys back then. And there's been a few others out of Kenora too. One of my buddies, Timmy Koulis. Unfortunately, only guy in the 78 draft that drafted in the first round that didn't make it. But
Made it.
this coat, he was one of these players. Tough as nails, that Koulis boy.
That he was a
Gary Bergman. Northwestern Ontario boy on the 72 Summit Series team, Gary Bergman.
Do you have a favorite?
From this area?
From this area.
Yes, it would have to be Dennis Olsen. You know him, like me, we were minor league tough guys, but we didn't make it. He got a couple of games up with Detroit back in the 50s. Dennis Olsen, heck of a guy.
Any chance Dryden gets Hockey Day in Canada one day? Chris Pronger, Sean Pronger and all, among others. What do you think?
I don't see why not. These people in this town, they just got to rise up, put in that application, have the spirit, There's a lot of good hockey talent that has come from this town.
Absolutely. Well, we're running out of time. I've been told that we only have about another minute. Thoughts on Aiden Butts? Now, lots of comparisons out there. I know your favorite player, of course, Bobby Orr. What do you think? We got some comparisons. I know you're not going to like it.
Well, the only thing that Butts and Orr have in common is that they got a couple short last names. That's the only comparison there. There's nobody out there that can compare to Orr. Nobody. When I coached I don't even say I coached Bobby Orr. You just put him on the ice, he does whatever he wants. I'm sure when the young Bucks kid goes out there, he's got to be told what to do. Is he a good player? Is he that good? Is he Orr? Nobody's Orr. Anyway, what's next?
He's good. Well, you know what? Emma Gardner. So she did a very courageous thing. She cut her hair on stage in front of the whole school. It was absolutely incredible. Emotional day, but it was absolutely incredible. What are your thoughts?
Well, we all know that that family's going through some tough times, and God love them. That Emma, from what I've heard, she has taken on another role in her family. Tough kid. All you kids out there, you should be like her. Sacrifice, perseverance, all those good things. That's what she is. She's a fighter. Her mom's a fighter. Their families are fighters. They'll come through this. God bless.
There you have it. From sticks to characteristics on Coach's Corner.